Well, there's another big match to talk about this morning. The last time that Brentford played the highest level of English football was in 1947, but they'll be in the Premier League next season after they beat Swansea City 2-0 in the Championship playoff final at Wembley. Adam Wilde reports.
After more than 7 decades away, Brentford are finally back amongst football's elite. The Premier League brings with it unimaginable riches, but these are the moments money can't buy. As last year's beaten finalists, Brentford went to Wembley knowing only too well the heartbreak of failure, and what motivation that can provide. A penalty within 10 minutes against Swansea, Ivan Toney with a coolness that belied the pressure. After so many years away from football's top tier, now here they were in all of a hurry. Emiliano Marcondes finishing a move that brought them from one end of the pitch to the other, promotion almost in view. And had Tony's spectacular effort here fallen the other side of the line, the celebrations might have begun even earlier. The wait, though, wouldn't last long. This was Brentford's moment at last.
After the final whistle, of course, I was very emotional and there was tears in my eyes and in a lot of the staff and a lot of the players because it's so big.
Promotion and all the riches await. These are the moments the club has longed for. The pain of the past behind them. Brentford's future now is in the Premier League. Adam Wilde, BBC News.
There we go, loving it, aren't they? Well, let's speak now to a couple of Brentford fans who are still very much on cloud nine. Billy Grant, who hosts a podcast called Beesotted, and he joins us along with his daughter Bella. Billy, great to see you and great to talk to you again. It's been a while. I hear that you've got a bit of a sore voice.
Yes, Gavin, how you doing? Yeah, not too bad. You could hear my voice is gone, and I'm not going to lie, I was going to style it out, but to be quite honest with you, I've only been in about 15 minutes. I've been out all night celebrating. Bella got taken home after the game. We had a little celebration after the game. She got taken home. But I've been out all night with the Brentford fans in Brentford celebrating. Got a cab home to speak to you guys. Thanks for inviting us on today. And literally, I've not slept all night. It's been absolutely brilliant.
That's how it's done, isn't it? That's how it's done, Billy. I love that. So you and Bella there, of course, you must be loving the fact that you're a Premier League club now. Was this something that you were, expecting? Because after last year, it didn't go so well, did it?
I mean, Bella, what did you think? I mean, I know that you were a little bit disappointed. That was your first playoff, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was. After the first game, when we lost 1-0 to Bournemouth, I didn't really think that we were going to go through. So the second game, I was going in a bit sad, but then when we won that, I think I had a little bit of belief that we might win the playoffs. And then when we scored that first goal, I knew it, that we were going to win. I could just feel it.
Confidence, I like that, Bella. And what are your hopes then for next season, guys? I mean, do you hope to stay up? What's the plan?
It's a bit of a weird one, actually, with Brentford, because listen, I've supported them for 40 odd years. I've seen them lose 9 odd playoffs. This is the first playoff I've seen them win. And the fact is that, we're not saying we're happy to be here, but, we're a very small club. We're a very well-run club. We've got a wicked owner, Matthew Benham. We've got a great directors of football, Phil Giles and Rasmus and everyone like that. We've been doing some great work in getting us to this position so that we can compete against the top teams in the Championship and now the top teams in the Premier League. They've got plans. They've had plans for years as to how we're going to do it. And the fact is that, we do things differently. I'm not going to go into the whole thing about how we use statistics and how we do all that stuff because it sounds very mathematical. This is a magical moment for football fans that a small club like Brentford, who, I used to see them play at Accrington Stanley and, go to Wrexham and places like that, which was wicked. I love that, But all of a sudden, we're going to be going to Manchester City and Arsenal and Chelsea. And the way that we do our business, I think we're going to surprise a few people because we pluck out rough jewels that no one's ever heard of, and then we kind of get them to that next level. And normally we have to sell those players off, and then we buy another one. But because we got to the Premier League now, we can still get them rough jewels. We don't pay big money for them, but we get these rough jewels, get them to the next level, and hopefully, like I said to you, that's going to keep us in there. So I'm actually going to say we're going to surprise a few people as how we're going to do next season because we're a great team. We've got some great players. We've got the top scorer in the Championship in Ivan Toney. Look at that boy. He's a top fella. And we've got some great fans as well. And that new stadium, listen, get down there. It's absolutely fantastic. The noise we made in that stadium last Saturday, Bella, wasn't it wicked? It was just on another level. So Premier League teams, come down to New Griffin Park, as we call it, at your peril.
I'll tell you what, that new stadium, it's going to be nice in the Premier League, isn't it? Because you guys have got a real community feel about you. How does that make you feel going into the Premier League as a family-oriented club?
Well, for me, I feel like it just feels amazing. I'm still in disbelief. Like, I think I need to wait a few days to let it sink in, because my first match was 5 months, and that we were in like the Championship, we just got in, and now we're in the Premier League. I literally can't believe it.
That's right. I mean, from a community feel, the thing about Brentford is that, listen, anyone's welcome. You can come down there. You can go to any pub. It's different to other places. Like, you know, when we go to certain grounds, bouncers don't let you in. You can't go into pubs and that. But as far as Brentford's concerned, you can go anywhere as long as you've got, as we say, manners. You come down there. You've got manners. We'll buy you a drink. You sit down there. You have a laugh with us. You go off and watch a match, hopefully we beat you, and then you come back, have a drink afterwards. So you can go to anywhere in Brentford and have a laugh. So Premier League's coming down to us. We're going to welcome teams to come down to Brentford, different place to what they've been to. It's honestly, it's going to be great. And listen, you can see I've been out all night. I'm sort of shaking. I'm almost like lost for words.
I'll tell you what. Billy and Bella, thank you very much indeed. And I tell you what, I salute that, Billy. I really do salute that. You know, you've got to do it. If you win the Championship playoff final, you've got to go and celebrate like that.
Quite a lot of people who've been out all night would probably be shaking. But in fairness to Billy, he's more coherent than most people who would have been out all night.
That game finished earlier than the Champions League final, so he's been out from a lot here on the day.
Brilliant, well done.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, and I suppose, actually, Gavin, Bournemouth did it, didn't they?
Yeah.
A very small club, went up to the Premier League, stayed up for quite a number of seasons. So there is a precedent there for Brentford.
Absolutely. I think that if you've got the right values, if you've got the right team spirit, and they've got a striker, as Billy was saying there, Ivan Toney, who is phenomenal. He's been scoring for fun. If they can keep hold of some of those gems, then who knows? I think they could well stay up. And if they've got that spirit and the fan power with the new stadium there, all power to them, perhaps.
Fantastic. Good stuff. Thanks, Gavin.
Can't help but smile listening to those two. Anyway, it's 6:29. Now it's